right, I'm gonna do this Smackdown review differently because shit don't be happening, and somehow I come out with 15 minutes of content, and it's really unnecessary. So I'm gonna just like abridged version of this shit. They was in Columbia, South Carolina, by the way, and this is for October 18th, 2024. So basically, we start the show with Solo Sokoa and the Bloodline. And Jay comes out and we have a yeet party and we yeeting all over the place and we sweating and shit because we did the yeet show for the whole duration of Jay Uso's song. And Jay basically was like, I don't like how you moving. You fracturing the family, and then you get the nerve to get these motherfuckers that we don't even fuck with. And if this dude keeps staring at me the way he's staring at me, I'm gonna whoop his ass. That's basically was the highlight of that whole shit. And Jacob was looking at him like, wow, why you fucking talking to me like that? So the sad part of this is basically everybody has come to the conclusion that because he told Jacob he gonna whoop his ass, that on Monday the Bloodline gonna ease their ass over to wherever they at on Raw and make Jay lose his title because he has a rematch against Braun Breaker. And you know what? It is what it is, child. We go to the next thing, and Roman and Jay run into each other because Jay's leaving and Roman and Jimmy are just getting there. So I guess everybody's on different time because Smackdown starts at 8. And these motherfuckers didn't show up till like 8:30. But okay, and then they was listening to like some new rap song. And he was like, yeah, it just came out. Like, I'm the man. You know, they dapping up like, oh, word. Future's a drug dealer. He like has a car with Suboxone on it. So do with that what you may. So he runs into Jay. Jay like, I ain't fucking with y'all. And Roman grabbed his arm and Jay came back and he was like, what? And Roman was like, we proud of you. I'm happy about what you did. It's cute. And Jay was like, yeah, whatever, no yeet. And Roman was like, see, I told you, fuck him. So they was going like, all right, let's go about our business. Then we get into DYI featuring Pretty Deadly and the Street Profits. And DYI won. And I'm not fucking sure why, because don't nobody give a fuck about DYI. They come up in that motherfucker and it's complete chirping. The Street Profits, everybody wants to smoke. We want to party with them. I don't know where they solo cups is at. Like, we trying to get down with the Street Profits. Pretty Deadly is utility. Why the fuck this is happening to the Street Profits and Montez Ford is bizarre. I don't know what to say no more. Essentially what happened was it was a double pin. Montez thought he won. Dickface Gargano won. All because somebody got confused in the middle of this huge melee. And the boy that got pinned by Dickface was the one that was active in the ring at the time. So Montez gets up and he's like, yeah. And everybody's like, no. And then the referee had to go a step further. She was like, you better announce that DIY won and not the Street Profits. And she was, I'm like, all that? Like, why y'all got Montez looking dumb? Whatever. Anyway, we're going to keep on moving with Lash Legend and Piper Niven. It was cute. It was quick. Piper Niven could be doing something so much better. Chelsea Green could be wreaking havoc in the way she knows how. Lash Legend did her thing. She did some big power moves. She looked fine. No big deal. The audience was behind her the whole time. It's cute. I see what they're trying to do. They're not doing enough. And Jay Cargill and Bianca Belair was in the audience, and they was looking cute and fashionable, and that's pretty much it on that. Then Cody Rhodes comes out, and I'm just like, oh my god. This is where I got up, and I went and got me some libations, because I just knew when Cody Rhodes started talking, it's a bunch of bullshit. He said some shit about what ifs every person that was holding a title was able to fight the other person from the other promotion's title. And he said Stone Cold versus Goldberg, Harley Race versus Bruno Sammartino. Then he said something about such and such versus Booking Bottom or some motherfucker from 1944. Didn't nobody know what he was talking about until he said Ric Flair, and everybody's like, woo! And that was it. Cody act like he is drunk or on muscle relaxers or some type of mood stabilizer. He tried to put over that ugly ass belt. This whole shit is a mess. Then he gets the nerve to book for next week. Gunther's gonna come over there, and them two's just gonna be looking at each other and like have a fucking suit contest. A mess. Worst part of this whole entire show was your champion. Then we went into Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens is bitching and moaning on a fucking video cam about why he can't come to the show, why he's upset at Cody, why he mad with Randy Orton, and it's just like blah 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 blah. I have to get these segments out the way because I'm gonna forget. Then at one point, Randy was talking to Nick Aldis, and he was like, "Listen, book the match against Kevin Owens so I can whoop his ass." And Nick Aldis was like, "No, I can't do that." He was like, "Why?" Because you literally are the GM. He was like, "I can't do that. No, no, no." He said, "Why?" He was like, "It's not me, it's the higher ups." He was like, "Oh, okay, so let me go ahead and talk to the higher ups." I'm gonna tell you right now, if Triple H, his thumbs and his nose is on my TV next week, I'm gonna rant like none other. Then we went into the Motor City Machine Guns versus Los Garza, A-Town Down Under. I love when WWE gets these nice, fresh, new, upstart tag teams, introduces them to the audience properly, and we get behind them. Motor City Machine Guns look old as fuck. And these guys gotta be in their mid-40s. Like, I'm also 43. And when people talk about how old 43-year-olds are, and I'm just like, that's not old. These motherfuckers look old as shit. I would like somebody to tell me why Los Garza can't hold these tag titles. They were the best thing in the entire match. I don't even want to talk about A-Town Down Under. Motor City Machine Guns won. They just got on the show, so they're going to get a push. They're going to put the tag belts on this team and put the whole division is going to be on Motor City Machine Gun's shoulders. Like, what the fuck are we doing here? Anyway, they did what they had to do. We had a backstage interaction with Andrade and Carmelo Hayes, and I love their interactions, and I'm gonna be sad when they have this last match and we don't see them no fucking more. Basically what happened was Carmelo, old boy was trying to do an interview. Carmelo cut him off. Andrade was like, "Don't be cutting him off. Like, let him ask a question." He had his fingers in his face, and Carmelo was like, "Don't nobody want to talk to you. Didn't nobody come see you, Otis?" And then Andrade slapped him on the chest and snatched his chain off. And so what happened then was Carmelo took the chain, wrapped around his hand, and punched Andrade in the stomach, and they had their little back and forth. And then at some point during the night, Nick Aldis was like, "I sent them two home because we got to keep them intact for their match next Friday in their best 7 series, and we going to get a special referee." And then in comes, "Yeah," and he was like, yeah, and cut a very good promo and put Cody Rhodes and all them other people to shame. And he's going to be the special guest referee of next week. Then we had Naomi, Bayley, Nia Jax, and Candice LeRae. First of all, this is what I'm talking about, missed opportunities, because you could have pulled somebody from NXT. You could have got Sol Ruka. You could have got Miss Parker. You could have got fucking what's that hot Latina girl, Lola Vice. You could have got old thick ass heavy bottom Nakia Lyons to come up and just showcase some new shit. No, you went and got your fucking Candice LeRae, who is Dick Face's wife. I don't know what the fuck these people got on Triple H. But baby, it was so. She was like, "I can do it. I'm the Speed champion, bitch. Don't nobody watch Speed but me and 2 other people." And then you got Big Goofy over there, fucking Indy Hartwell. Why is this woman still working? Oh, she was fired. Triple H rehired her. Is something going on? Somebody let me know why these motherfuckers are still on my TV. Anyway, Nia won. And Candice LeRae, because Goofy ran Bayley into the post, rolled in the ring, and she got pinned. I feel so bad for Bayley. I don't even know what to do, child. Nia looked gorgeous as usual, and so did Naomi. Naomi is just a joy to watch with her bright ass colors. But Naomi also pinned Nia last week. So what the fuck is going on? Tiffany Stratton's not sick. She's on tour in Europe and doing a European. Why they couldn't just say that? Whatever. Anyway, they gave you what you need. Let me see if I missed anything. So Roman basically at one point told Jay that he's going to acknowledge Solo, and that's his big bright idea. And he can't make no ideas because he don't got the wise man, which I was just like, okay, let's not make Roman a big dummy. All right. Jimmy was like, okay, I guess. So Roman goes out. Everybody's out there. him and Solo having a conversation. Roman's basically asking him, like, what is it that you want? What do you need? Now, this is where I'm confused real quick, because did we just have a match with him and Cody Rhodes? And I thought we already figured out what was needed and what needed to happen. Now we're here, and it's almost as if these guys just met yesterday. Okay, cool. So Solo's like, I want you to acknowledge me. And so Roman was like, all right, bitch, acknowledged. I acknowledge you, girl. Like, what now? And then Solo was like, no, 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 bitch. I need you to acknowledge me as a tribal chief because I got the Ulafala. And if you don't, Roman was like, oh, what, bitch? Like, what? What is you going to do to me? So then all of a sudden, he snapped his fingers, and we stand in the ring for like a good couple seconds. It was a little bit too long because Roman's standing there like, what the fuck are you doing? Are you Thanos, bitch? Like, what? Then he looks up and sees Jimmy done got his ass beat up. And they dragging him to the ring. And he's like, oh my goodness. Then he one by one whoops each and every one of their asses. And then they swarm Roman and beat his ass. Now, at one point, Roman had knocked everybody out the ring. The Ulafala was there. He went, picked it up, was about to nut. And we was all going nut with Roman. When he put the Ulafala on, we all get turned. Okay? Because we like, yes. We want our abusive tribal chief back. So he put it on, and before he could moan, he got hit in his dick, got the Ulafalo taken back off, and then they beat him up, and he got 2 thumbs to the neck. And I'm just like, what the, like, is this every Friday? Is this every Friday until after Saudi Arabia? Like, oh my God. And that is the Smackdown review. That's how it went off. So, I just don't understand what the point of the tag team match was. If he already beat Solo, and now it seems like he was confused as to what Solo wants. Solo wants your spot. All you have to do is say, you're not taking my spot, snatch the Ulafalo off his neck, and ground and pound him. But I get it, I guess. The whole point is to beat Roman down to where he has to be like, I need help. Why can't he be who he is and still be a good guy? Like, is that a formula that just doesn't work for anybody but fucking Stone Cold Steve Austin? Anyway, I'm going to leave it right here. Catch you on the next one.